roll in the next couple games, couple divisional games. How important are those now at this point of the year when you're trying to maintain that spot on top of the Pacific?
Yeah, I just think this segment of game, it's going to be important the rest of the way, but continuing to build on, not just a good start and especially when you're playing the divisional teams, like you said. Like Saturday night, it's a team that, we'd like to take 2 points from because that's who we're competing with. And I know we won the game and everything, but at this point, those points are starting to matter, especially when it's divisional opponents. So, another big game for us tonight.
Another game, you kind of just feeling out the line with Mason. What do you like about the way those guys play? Because it feels like, Kreider and Mace can kind of just dominate the puck down low, and that kind of frees up a lot of space for you.
Yeah, I just think, I found like I had the puck a lot, and that's a credit to them. I think they can both really hold on to it, forecheck, just different strengths than, like Leo or whatever. They can really, like you said, play down low. It felt like we had the puck in the offensive zone a lot, so just being able to, get more touches and feel more into the game and all that. I think as a line we were good and try to do the same thing tonight.
We talked earlier in the year about how Kreider's helped the power play, but when you're out there at 5-on-5 and he's just in front of the net, is it just helpful knowing that you can shoot around a screen or get a tip or something down there?
For sure. It just feels like anytime I go even just low to high to the D and a shot's going to the net, it feels like it has a chance to go in. He screens the goalie that well. He can tip it that good. And also just, if I ever feel like I'm in trouble, on the walls or anywhere, I know that, he's dominating the front of the net and the back of the net. So I can just put it down to an area and he usually comes up with it. So it's really invaluable, stuff that he brings, it obviously on the power play, but especially at 5-on-5.
We talked about the different energy in the building on Saturday. Friday is going to be the first game against the Kings.
Yeah.
What do you expect from that? Just the way the crowd's kind of built this year and how that's going to go?
Based off how Saturday was, I expect it to be a pretty crazy atmosphere, and that's one we're excited for all year. But obviously focus on tonight. But I think it'll be 2 games around the holidays, and I think the crowds have been really coming out to support us. So I'm excited for both.
It'll also be the first game against. You've played Corey Perry plenty of times, but to see him in a Kings jersey, how weird is that for you?
Yeah, I don't love it. It's weird. It was weird adjustment to see him, kind of when he first left to put on a different jersey, and I've kind of gotten used to the fact that he's played elsewhere now, and but there's just something about it's obvious, but it's just the Kings jersey takes some getting used to.
You still get in touch with him? Have you given him any shit about that?
No, I know he was hurt. He was, not healthy at the start, and he's having a great year. So he's a guy that, whenever we play against him, I'll go see him after the game or whatever the case is. But I'm happy for him. It does hurt that it's with the Kings a little bit.
And then last one, Thanksgiving tomorrow? Or what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? Is it a traditional kind of Thanksgiving for you?
Yeah, I'm a traditional guy. I actually love the fruit salad my wife makes. It's good. Okay. But I'm a stuffing guy. Kind of like ham more than turkey. I don't know if that's a bad take, but I like turkey. I like all the traditional stuff. Dallas Cowboys football. It's a good day.
It's better now that the Cowboys are winning a little bit, right?
Yeah. It's a big day for me tomorrow.
Couple string of important divisional games. How do you take the momentum from Saturday and roll that into these next 2?
I think we had an important, good practice yesterday. We got back into it this morning. We have a good couple of skates, and I think everybody's excited. Everybody's a little rested after the time off, and I don't think we really need to spark the divisional games in this team. We're all what's instead of us, and it's still early in the season, so we want to still get better as the game goes on, and still work on things that we think that we need to get better at. So it's going to be a huge game for us.
Last couple of years, 2 days off was a rarity if it ever happened, and especially now with the compact schedule. How beneficial is it to have those couple of days off, especially just right now?
Yeah, very. Not being on the ice twice, 2 days in a row, it was, I think, great. A lot of the guys really could use it. We played 4 games in 6 nights before that. Now we have the schedule ahead of us too, so I think it was a great timing. We also had the fan fest yesterday too, so the guys got together and we got to be together. So it was a fun day for us too, to be able to not be tired at the fan fest and actually get more involved with the fans. So I think it was a very important day for us, and guys are ready to roll today. The energies are high, so looking forward to take on Vancouver today.
Minty gets back in the line at the last game. By the analytic numbers, you guys had a great game in terms of possession and all that. What did you feel was working well with Minty?
I felt very well. I feel very confident with him. He held on to the puck when he needed to. He dished it out when he needed to. So he made those decisions very quickly. He made it easy on breakouts. He was right there, right at the moment. He played against some big guys, and we played against one of the better teams. So if he had those statistics, it's only great for him. He can show that he can play, and I think it's great for his confidence and for us as a decor to have guys that can step in and be right away able to play against best players and put some damage on them too. So I'm really happy that he did well. I thought he played really good. I had great confidence in him and with the plays he was doing, and looking forward to play with him some more.
There was a report that came out last week about Minty not being happy with his playtime, or maybe wanting to be moved if that was the case. Does any of that stuff sort of filter in? Did you guys talk to him about that at all? Or
we haven't talked to him, but we all understand what the situations are. We have 7 defensemen. We're a very competitive group. Nobody wants to get out of the lineup. It's a competitive environment. So you never know what the agent's gonna take out or anything. It doesn't have to be necessarily him saying it. It could be also somebody's trying to do something else in. So we're not trying to think too much of it. We're just here for each other. We're brothers back here, and we're here for each other. So he's got his family also here too. So I don't think we really needed to talk to him. Obviously, we speak to him a lot. We speak to everybody else, and we feel everybody's comfortable and know exactly where they are in their position at the time. So I didn't really think there's necessarily anything that needs to be said.
And then Kings on Friday. First game against them. The crowds have been pretty awesome, in the last couple of games, especially on Vegas. What are you expecting, in a matchup against the LA on Friday?
Excited. Friday early game after Thanksgiving. Those games are always fun, especially playing against LA. So I'm excited for the crowd to be here. Excited for all the guys to play some rivalry games again and measure who the better team down here is.
And then last one. Is there a Czech equivalent of Thanksgiving, like the holiday or anything like that?
I would say the closest is St. Martin, but maybe not really. Maybe the 17th with the Revolution, but not really a Thanksgiving.
What's like a traditional Czech holiday meal? Like what's sort of the food that gets passed around?
Probably have like a roasted duck or roasted goose or something like that with dumplings and sauerkraut. That would be something like a Sunday lunch, but it doesn't have to be necessarily last Thursday. So something like that.
Starter tonight?
Peter.
And so Dostal's out day to day. Is that still the case?
Yeah. Yesterday. So,
anything you figure will linger, or just?
We're not sure. We'll find out more today. I don't foresee long term, but we'll see.
First matchup with Vancouver tonight. What sort of challenges do they present for the team?
Well, they got some skill. I mean, they're there's a situation where they got some injuries they're dealing with. At the same time, when I look at the league and the games, and all of a sudden teams that look like they're falling out, and they win 3 in a row, and everybody's in the mix, and so you can't discount anybody, and you got to be ready each and every night. The first time we've had 3 days off in a long time. It'll be an interesting response for us, knowing that our starts have been concerning some nights, but I think that we want to make sure that we get off to a good beginning here.
Is there any extra importance put on these divisional games even early on in the season, especially with how tight it is?
Well, we've had some big games. I mean, you look at the 4 points at the end of the night, swings that you can have, and it's just so close. You look at everybody's 4 points away, maybe from 6 teams, and on a night-to-night basis, you can flip-flop a lot. So I think we prioritize no matter who we're playing, because the value of the points this year seem like they're very important, and so going one game at a time and trying to focus on the importance of that game and playing the right way.
When defending someone like Quinn Hughes at the point, how important is it to not get so puck focused and to kind of keep boxing out and keep staying in your assignments?
Yeah, he's a special player that can do amazing things with the puck, and it looks like he's going in one direction, and the next thing you know, he's going the other way. Containment's probably your best approach going out to him, and not going out there in a rush. But he's a special players for breakouts in the offensive zone, with the puck, without the puck. He's all over the place, and I think that so be aware when he's on the ice is the key.
It's been a few days off since you guys last played. What did you like about the way you guys played on Saturday that you want to bring into tonight?
I like the way we competed. I thought our start was ordinary, like we a lot of the games this year, and I thought that we bounced back in that game. I thought when the game was on the line in the third, I thought we played real smart hockey, and then the overtime was we did a good job in the overtime period, but it was a very competitive game, like the game we saw in Vegas. And it was a meaningful game too, so I like the response when the game was on the line.
Is there anything specific about the starts that you've been able to pinpoint or see on film that needs to be corrected specifically?
Not necessarily. I think the thing that we're waiting for things to happen, and instead of dictating and setting the pace and the tempo of the game, and instead of being reactionary, let's be the ones setting it.
Is there any update on Granlund?
Granny is getting closer to, I don't see him playing this week. I know we got 4 and 6 coming up, but I don't see him in that stretch, but hopefully sooner after that.
Thanksgiving tomorrow. What's a traditional Quenneville family Thanksgiving like?
Well, we usually, it's all over the place recently, so it's it's usually with family and, football and eating again, and then relaxing and hanging around the house, maybe a cigar in there as well.